Hello friends and fiends, it's Armstrong here from Adai Miniatures, and before I start I just want to let you know this is not exactly my idea. Yes, I got, let's just say, not really challenged but kind of wind up in the comments. Yes, somebody suggested that, and you know who you are. Yeah, and you know how I've been building this year double stackers. Yes, somebody decided that it wasn't enough. So today, we're gonna stack 3 cars. Like I said, not my idea. It wasn't me. Yeah, blame someone else for this silliness. Yeah, but you know, I got wind up, and I decided that why not? So let's get to building, I guess. So we have those two, what are they called? The Match It Go. Yeah, which I'm gonna be honest, kind of disappointing shape-wise. Yeah, but for stacking, almost perfect. We're just gonna need to do a little bit of sanding, and this is all plastic, so it's gonna be easy. And then we have this in here, which is again a fantasy named card, Twin Doction. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's about those two turbines or whatever sticking out of the hood. Yeah, but we're gonna try to do the thing. Yeah, and please don't ever do that again, because I'm gonna follow your stupid ideas. Yeah, and well, I'm not saying it is stupid, I'm just saying it yeah, so 2 of them, I kind of see. 3 of them, it's gonna be a little bit tall, but if we just keep middle of the wheel well roughly as the break point, it's not gonna be overhanging too much, so it's not gonna be doing this all the time. Yeah, so first thing we need to do is to sand. And the thing is that I don't really want to sand the wheels too much. I would love to only sand the roof. I don't want to disassemble that because I could cut it out. I wonder if my little shears can actually do that. It's not perfect, but it's working. So yeah. You see, I saw them one day and I was like, oh, it's gonna be good for cutting like aluminum cans. Yeah. It turned out that I'm cutting cars with it. And of course, that's it. Have to be shortened as well. And let's see. Let's see. It's much better. I still need to shear this. Let's try it. So we're gonna start from here. It's pretty much the same thing with the metal, so just requires a little bit more of force to close it, but plastic is just perfect for it. So easy. Okay, let's see again. And that sits so much better already. Now we just need a little bit of sanding instead of like 3 hours of sanding. You can see that the sanding did do the wheels, but really didn't touch the middle. So we're gonna do the same with this one, but we're gonna get rid of wheels as well. So let's go. Da, 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 da. And there is a problem. There is like a piece of plastic in the front, so it is harder to actually get in there. I was thinking that this is gonna be a nightmare build. It's turning to be out to be one of the easier ones. Okay, a little bit of sanding. Well, it actually cut out that seed a little bit, which is nice. I completely forgot about it. See, that's what I normally use to cut my nails, so... Oh, that would be quite substantially hard nails. Let's see if I can fit it in the wheel wells. Oh, that was a flying wheel. And that's another one. So we have this done. It was very simple, to be honest, easier than I was expecting. Yeah, and now from this one, of course, we have to cut out the wheels. I don't gonna be drilling it because there's no point. So I just try that. And I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty much the point I am right now in this build with the ideas. Yeah, I didn't actually think about what I'm gonna do with it further. So yeah. As you can see, very easy to remove the wheels. Yeah, I still gonna say it is one of the best tools I ever chosen for this hobby. So this and this, even though it is a metal part, you know, still. And now we can start assembling our triple stacker. And this is gonna require a little bit of cleaning. Oh, this is a hard plastic. I really don't have that. As much as I'm comfortable, you know, cutting towards myself, I know that once in a blue moon I make mistakes. And I would love to avoid, you know, cutting my own finger off. But yeah, this is gonna fit. Alright, where is my super glue? Let's just clean up first. There's really not that much cleaning when you actually do the clean work. Alright, I have no clue where did I put my super glue. I'm gonna be right back. Now I have my glue and I cut out a couple of pieces. I'm still feeling like I'm missing something, so it might not be the end of converting. But let's just get this, at least this part at least done. Yeah, so with this, it is so hard to actually figure out exactly where the connection point is gonna be. Because I know that there's gonna be something around here. Because I can feel it. And I'm looking at that. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. And in here on those wheel wells, but the front wheel wells, they are actually not touching each other. Yeah, so give me a sec, let me just think about just one more sanding, just to... Oh, that's actually showing me the points. Yeah, so let's try this. There's so many spoilers on this, I guess. Alright, and now we have to give it like a minute to dry. We're gonna do the same with this one, but this is tiny bit different. So I feel that there's gonna be connection points in here and in here, actually where the wheels used to be. So let's try that. Yep. All right. it's all holding together, and surprisingly the car isn't tipping with the 3 cars stuck on top of each other, which is nice. And now those wheel wells. I cut out those circles, so I'm gonna be covering them. I don't really think that there is anything wrong with this. Well, the problem is you're gonna be able to see them from the back, but yeah. They just look like the guys, whoever built that, you know, like they stole the sewer crates, yeah, and just put them on top of the wheel wells. That's at least how I see it. Oh. Yep. So we have a piece of my fingerprint in here. Now let's try to do the top one. Like, I was thinking that I don't gonna get this the time around stuck to the car, yeah, but wishful thinking, I guess. I almost glued this with the texture towards the wrong side, so yeah. This looks so odd, like triple wheel, but that's what it is really. And now let's just try this side. Number 1. Number 2, come on, stick. Number 3. And the last one. There we go. Like I said, you can still see the holes in the back. They could technically be filled with something, like you can, for example, put the fuel container, the jerry cans in there, at least in this one, but nah, it doesn't work. But I have 2 jerry cans anyway prepared for this one, and what I want to do, I want to have like a ladder in here, so I can put the jerry cans on top of those covers. I know that I basically just, you know, destroying the texture, yeah, but it's building up the rest of the car, so yeah, I don't know how to explain that. It's just my idea, and that's how it works. Yeah, I'm trying to be logical and explain stuff in here, but you know that it doesn't work with this build. Now we're gonna put a ram in here. As you can see, this is perfectly flat, so it gives us a very, very good place to attach those rams. And this one is just mounted on like 2 straight pegs. There we go. And now I'm gonna be using a weapon. I have this something gun. Yeah, don't ask me what it is. The only thing is this: if I put it here, yeah, what are the odds of them actually hitting anything? Maybe like, now if I put it like that, the ejection would be towards the top. So you're gonna put it on the driver's side, then it's gonna be ejecting the casings down. So again, you know, we build up the texture. I'm covering it with the other stuff. Yeah, but that seems to be the most logical one. So there we go. That's our weapon mounted on the car. We're gonna leave it a single one. I can probably put a pair, but this lack of symmetry sometimes helps with the builds. Now we need to put the ladder on. And what would be the best option for that? Just logically speaking, you know, that driver wouldn't be really 100% able to get in. So let's just grab something from the pound store to help us. And that's probably gonna be in scale ladder. Yeah, one of those sticker zip ties. Not very comfy ladder, but you know, still existing one. So just something like that. I know that they could probably just grab in, you know, climb in here. You know, and with those doors, it's gonna be still quite hard to get in. But yeah, let's try it. So what are you gonna do? Cut this off, yeah. Then I don't want it to go over the wheel wells or over the doors, so this place here. It's gonna be here. Come on, make a mark. I know it is plastic. There is more grayness in it, okay. That's the one. Okay. And now we can just match it and cut the one for the other side. This is gonna be symmetrical because I want the driver and the passengers to have easier way getting in, even though I have a giant fuel cans, which, to be honest, I don't really think that they would be usable for this scale, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna go with the super glue here. It's gonna be like a small connection over here. Maybe something somewhere else, but highly doubt it. Well, it holds surprisingly well for this plastic. And we're gonna try the same here. Well, again, fairly easy. So we have that, we have the RAM, we have weapon, we have some fuel, we have this covered. There is really nothing in here to cover because there was never a windows. And I think that, you know, looking at that, the chance of anyone other than guys from the big rig shooting them would be slim to none. So I don't really have to do, logically speaking, anything about the windows. I can leave them open because they are so high up. There are extra exhausts on the back of those. Like, I'm really struggling, you know, thinking about adding anything extra to it. I think that I'm just gonna black bomb it and, you know, we're gonna go and paint it. Oh, I know what we're gonna add. I was just thinking about that. He's gonna belong to the big rig crew. Yeah, so we need to add skulls. Now I know what I was missing. Yeah, let's just add a couple of skulls. They're gonna be the skull hunters. Yeah, so let's just add this to the build. Now I know. And let's get a couple of those without the bottom jaws. Sorry, I was just like, I know that I want to add them to the crew, but you know, almost skipped my mind. So there we go. We have a couple of skulls ready to be added. Yeah. So we can start. I think that to decorate it, it's gonna be good to put it under the grills in here. So let's try that. Oh, I probably need tweezers because I'm gonna glue my fingers into it straight away. And even with those tweezers, they're gonna probably struggle a lot. And I don't care which skull I'm picking up, I'm just gonna go next to the other one. Ah, shook. That's the problem. You see, that's the thing, you know, I always struggle with those tiny bits, and that's why I always get covered in super glue. There we go. So this one. Oh, joyous time building this stuff. Well, that's one less skull for me because it went on the floor, and I'm not planning on looking for that. It's gonna find itself one day. Okay, so we have 3. We're gonna add a couple in here. And you know, with the amount of them flying off, I'm probably gonna need more. So okay, the eye socket is a good choice. Let's try that. Stay. Okay, so we have so far 5 on this level. Come on. Six. And 7. Alright, it looks somewhat okay, and I have 4 in here. I don't really think that that's gonna be good enough, although we just make this, you know, like 3 in here, maybe 4, just to show that, you know, they didn't manage to collect the full rack just yet. That actually works, idea wise. Come on. Okay, and number 4. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. Yeah, but there is not enough super glue, of course. So let's try again. And bam. Okay, I think that this looks macabre enough. Yeah, it's a so they're gonna belong to the same crew as the big rig. Yeah, so we need to figure out the coloring, because I know that the big rig is just metallic, but that was basically laziness. I want to figure out the color scheme for them. So I'm gonna be right back after it is black and then dry brushed in white. So there it is, black bombed, and I actually decided to go with a new idea. What I want to do, I want to use a spray paint to make like a dual color body. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using one of those orange, and I have somewhere, there we go, that gloss black, yeah, that I use on to prime the big boy. Yeah, and it's gonna look probably quite wet after I finish, but I cannot really, you know, make a video out of it, but I'm gonna spray the orange from the front, the black from the back, and then we're just gonna come back to finish like the windows, the skulls, maybe the engine weapons and those little, you know, other details that are here. Yeah, and I know that today is Thursday, not Wednesday, but I've been sick since Tuesday. I have a massive food poisoning, and I'm gonna be honest, I barely can move. Yeah, so let's just get this sorted out. So I'm gonna spray paint that and be back once it is dry. And here is the, weird effect. It's supposed to be more orangey, but it's very yellow. Yeah, I actually like how it turned out. So I did prime everything else that I wanted to paint in a different scheme in the appropriate colors. So we have some metallics that we need to add, yeah, which is gonna be our engine block. And then we're gonna have as well those little covers for the wheel wells and of course the gun. And those little ladders that I installed. And I don't know if I'm gonna squeeze this because that just feels wrong. And of course the RAM. Yeah, RAM requires a little bit of love. And now this. Okay, that's it for the dry brushing. Well, I thought that I prepared all of the colors that I need, but I didn't, clearly. So next one we have is paled bone for the skulls. Oh, this paint feels like it is never shaken well enough. It just looks browny. Yep, and we're just gonna slobber it all over those skulls. Yep, they're gonna turn out very well by themselves. Yep, and we still have, well, two colors, but like I said, I didn't prepare one of them. I didn't prepare any greens for the barrels. So I'm just checking if I have anything in here. Yep, I have green, I have orc skin. So we're gonna do that for the jerry cans. I really don't need that much of that paint. So here we go. And I'm not gonna be doing weathering on this one. I want the paint job to shine through. So, I guess not every Wasteland vehicle have to be extremely dirty. Right, so that's my fairly light green jerry cans. Now, like I said, we need to paint the windows because I said that we're gonna leave them not armored. So we need some sort of a blue color to reflect the sky. So we are using this magic blue. I love this color. Like, I'm usually against blue because, Smurfs. But yeah, for the windows that color works miracles. So yep. I did spill a little bit of the white over the roof, but I'm gonna forgive myself for that. The only thing with the speed paints on the flat surfaces, they don't really work very well with the flat surfaces. And they work perfectly fine if you have shapes, but flat surfaces, not really their forte. Because you should be using the paints for what they are designed for. Yeah, but don't ever say anyone that I actually said so. Alright. Yep, there is a little bit of spill, so we need to just cover that. And then... Alright, and that is it. We need to give it 5 minutes to dry, and then we're gonna throw it on the spin table. So here he is. To be honest, the most stuck car that I ever built. And I'm gonna tell you guys, the paint job was the easiest paint job that I ever did. And I'm actually quite happy with it. The fuel tanks could be a little bit darker green. Yeah, I may come back to revisit that, but generally a fairly cool build. Yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about the paint job, because that was just an experiment that I tried and I think it actually turned out well. Yeah, and if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family and whoever else want to watch it. Everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.